Hey everybody, Tracy Monty Smith with SE Coaching. Again, stopping in real quick for a flyby to record this video in between sessions with both writing students and life coaching clients out at the barn. I am covered in horsehair. I don't know if you can see the dirt. I know you can't smell the horse, but it is definitely here. But I really wanted to get this done because it's lesson number 9 out of 10. So we're getting really close to being done with the 10 life lessons that my horses have taught me. And this one spoke to me today because I'm coming in off of my most recent client interaction was a riding lesson with one of my littles. I call them my littles. They're usually 4 to 6 years old, and they're very small. And it just really brought up this lesson number 9 for me, because lesson number 9 is to protect the children entrusted to your care, because they truly are precious and vulnerable. And watching my horses interact with these little people constantly amazes me, and it takes my breath away in their awareness around protecting these little people and realizing just how vulnerable they truly are. I have watched Merlin, who is my big white horse. If you haven't taken the time, watch his intro video on YouTube. I have watched him lower his head down low enough for a 5-year-old to put a bridle on over his ears. Now, this is the same horse that can raise his head high enough over my head when it comes time to put sunscreen on his nose in the summer so he doesn't burn, that I can't reach him. But he lowers his head down for these little people to put the bridle on over his ears. Amazes me every single time. Makes my heart swell with pride that this horse is part of my life, that he's part of my coaching herd, and I'm so lucky and so fortunate that he is a part of this and a part of my life. Miss Elley, I have watched Elley absolutely refuse to take a step if she has any indication that her rider might take a tumble and fall off. Because again, she's a tall horse. She's a big girl. It's a long ways to the ground. She will not move for this rider if she has any reason to believe that they might fall off. I have watched Simon, who is the biggest, the tallest of the 3, walk on eggshells when he is transporting these little people around on his back for a lesson. And it just still blows my mind to watch these 3 big animals step into this area of protection and really taking care of these little people that are part of their herd. They truly consider them part of their herd. Now, Peaches is a different story. Peaches kind of sports a little more tude around the littles because she's on their level. But you know what? When you're that small, it's really not that scary or as scary. And she is also, in her own way, taking care of these little people because she's teaching them so many lessons in confidence, in stepping into their own power, and leading her and making her go forward and all of that. So, you know, she's taking care of these precious little people just as much as my big guys are, just in her own little Peaches diva kind of way. And for those of you that haven't met Peaches in person, you need to schedule that time with her. You need to come out and meet with her and meet with me for a coaching session, because then you will understand what I'm talking about with Peaches and the tude. Now, I'm not in any way saying that all 4 of them aren't in some way or at any given day pig-headed, power steering failure, go stand by the trainer and refuse to move jerks, because they can be. I've watched it happen. But I realized that even in those moments that they are protecting these little people because they're teaching them. They're teaching them, again, like Peaches, to step into their power. They're teaching them to get over a fear or an anxiety that they might have around working with horses. They're teaching them to be patient. They're teaching them to communicate clearly. So they're still taking care of these children, protecting them, because again, the children are truly precious and they're vulnerable, and these guys are stepping into and stepping up with these kids and teaching them those lessons. My littles, my little kids that I work with my writing lessons, you know what, they make me laugh on a daily basis. They make me cry when they're going through some kind of emotional turmoil. It's heartbreaking for me, and they've left me scratching my head over things that they have said, because it's true. Kids can say the wildest things, and there's times when you're just like, okay, I'm not really sure where that came from or how that came up, but okay. But those are the times when I leave having learned so much from them. And I just realized that these kids, they're our greatest treasures, and that, you know, we're placing our lives and our well-being and our welfare in their hands, because they are the ones that we are nurturing and helping through life, but they are the ones that have our lives and our well-being in their hands as they're becoming these compassionate adults that we're going to be entrusting our lives in our old age, right? And so realizing that by protecting that and taking this lesson from the horses to protect the children that are entrusted to our care, because they truly are precious and they truly are vulnerable, and this is what we do, because they are going to turn around and they are going to do the same thing for us. So that's the lesson that I wanted to share today. Coming in, like I said, you can't smell the horse, but trust me, it's here. But it's just been on my mind, so I wanted to quickly get it on video and get it out to you guys. As always, I love to hear your comments on all of this. It helps me know if I'm headed down the right path on some of this stuff. It just helps me to know that you're out there, and to help me realize what it is that you want to hear more of and how it's affecting your life. Shoot me that email, leave the comments below, shoot me a text, whatever is your easiest way to connect with me. I'm on Facebook. You can, again, leave the comments on the Facebook page. You can email me at Tracy, TRACY at secoaching.net. That's .net, not .com. It won't get to me, .net. I love reading your comments, and they mean so much to me. Each and every single one of them I look forward to every week when that stuff starts to come in around the videos. And remember, tomorrow's blog post will show up on the Facebook page right here. If you're watching this on the Facebook page, SE Coaching, it'll also show up on our website, which is just a little bit of a support system to the videos that you're watching. The videos all are up on YouTube. You can go back and watch any of them at any time. You can see all of the Meet the Coach Horse Coach videos. They're on YouTube. So if you haven't met Merlin, Simon, Elley, and Peaches yet, get in there and do it. And as always, if you want to meet them in person, let me know. Schedule that coaching session. Let's see what the horses can teach you. Until I talk to you next week, have a super fantastic week. Talk soon.